Hello and welcome to a Christmas edition of the Munce Report this week. Trainer Chris Munce joins us as usual to give us the lowdown on the stable's runners for Boxing Day and beyond. Welcome, mate. I know you've been busy and racing is the beast that never sleeps, but what have the Munce Racing family got planned for Christmas Day? What are you guys all up to?
Oh, look, Christmas Day is probably not a lot different than most other days, Adam. We'll get the horses knocked over relatively early, as quick as we can, but we still have to work a few. And obviously after that, we just try and catch up with family and spend a bit of time with them, have a bit of lunch and just try and relax for the rest of the day before getting back into it again on Boxing Day.
Yeah, it's obviously a tricky time for those in the racing industry to get time away with the family, given it's a peak period, particularly here in Queensland. But hopefully everyone does get a chance to enjoy at least a day off or half a day off and spend some time with their loved ones. It's been another positive week on the racing front, with Thrasher landing a blow to break her maiden over the 2200 at the Gold Coast. And she now steps up to a feature race, the Group 3 Grand Prix Stakes over the 2200 metres on Boxing Day.
Yeah, look, I've got to say, I've probably never been so thrilled to see a horse win as what it was her on Saturday, even though it was only a Gold Coast maiden over 2200. But this filly, I've known deep down that she's actually a very, very good galloper. And we still haven't seen the best of her at all yet. And I've thrown her in the deep end on Saturday. I know that. But one thing she can do is she can stay. She's still learning how to race. And I just think that she's a chance of running a mighty race at very big odds there on Saturday in a race that's obviously quite strong.
And just talk us through in the run. What were you thinking at the 600 on Saturday when she looked like she was sort of, the wheels were spinning a bit, but then she really charged?
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be her pattern though. For whatever reason, she travels and just hits a flat spot sort of at the 600 mark and just really struggles to pick up. But then when she balances up, and I do think it's a maturity thing. I just don't think she's real brave in amongst horses. But look, once she sort of got galloping room and the other horses were obviously there was a few tired ones around her, she certainly picked the bit up nicely and hit the line very strongly.
She did, and obviously, as you say, gets a chance in much stronger company this week, and I guess that'll give you an indication of where she's at. She's the first of 3 runners on the Eagle Farm program. Skate to Paris has also entered for another of the feature races on the program, which is the listed Burnborough Plate over the 1600 metres. And I guess on paper, her form this preparation probably not that flash, but she did finish off well last start, and you'd think that you've been saying that her pet distance is this 1600 around that range.
That's right. Well, look, originally we had planned to go to the buffering next Saturday, but after watching her last start, there's no doubt that I think we're not going to be very productive in keeping it at the 1400. So we just thought we'll step it to the mile. I thought her run the other day was extremely good under the circumstances, and she's certainly on track. Then after that, we'll go to the 1800 metre race on Magic Million Day. So look, I think she'll run. She likes Eagle Farm. She's just starting to race into a bit of form, and she'll certainly be one of the main dangers there on Saturday, I've got no doubt. Okay,
so and just a different race on Magic Millions Day now, given that distance change in her prep.
That's right. I mean, look, she's never run past a mile, but she's certainly giving us every indication that she'll handle the 1800 quite comfortably.
Sure, interesting to see how she goes over the mile on Boxing Day. And the final runner on the Eagle Farm program is good old Stampy, who went agonisingly close to winning the Gateway last start. I know you probably don't want to relive it. You probably felt a bit sick about that one. But I guess, can he go one better here? It's a Class 6 handicap for the Entires and Geldings over the 1400, and it's a cutest race that carries some pretty handy prize money, just despite being a usual Class 6 plate.
Yeah, well, I mean, for a horse like him, it's worth very good money. And as you said, he was narrowly beaten last start in the Gateway, and he was given a good ride by Justin. The horse tried his guts out. So I can't knock the horse. He's held his form well. So I've got no reason to doubt that he won't race well again there for us on Saturday.
Sure, and even though he didn't win, he still picked up, I think it was $46,000 for running second in that Gateway, that rich $250,000 race. So he's now won over $375,000 from just 23 race starts. So he's certainly been a money spinner for the connections there, and obviously they bred him. So he's done well to this point, hasn't he?
He has, my word. And look, he's still a relatively young horse, and he's sound. He's very healthy. So, look, they're going to have a lot of fun with him in the years to come.
Very good. The Sunshine Coast hosts a meeting on Sunday with 3 runners engaged there. The first of those is Zukara, who returns to the big Caloundra track in a Class 4 handicap over the 1,400 metres. Seems like she's been crying out for a bigger track and a bigger straight like this, do you think?
I think so. I mean, she looked. Her first up run was sensational, 13.50 at Ipswich, and then we probably jumped into the mile there. And she was just a bit laborious, I thought, in her effort. Plus, the track was very hard, and she did jar up a bit after the run. So I just think 1,400 on a forgiving track like Caloundra. She's won there previously. Relatively small field. I think she gets her chance there on Sunday to be able to strike a blow and win for us there.
And has performed well at the track previously. 3 starts for a win and 2 placings. So has a good record there. We then move over to Arthur in Charge, who resumes from a spell in a benchmark 68 handicap over the 1,000 metres. He's trialled leading into this, and what are you expecting from him first up here? It's his second start for the stable. Of course, we've spoken about him previously. He was with Mark Newnham, came up here for the winter, and then now racing under the Munce Racing banner.
Yeah, so we got the horse when Mark decided to move him on after his last preparation. So we haven't actually started him yet, but he's a nice horse. He's a very good galloper. He's just taking a little bit of a while to come to hand. His coat probably hasn't cleaned up as well as I would have liked just yet, but I just think 1,000 metres up there is a nice race for him. He'll probably drift back a little bit. He's drawn a bit awkward. He has got a bit of weight to carry, but I think if he's ridden conservatively there, he'll be able to finish the race off nicely. And I've got no doubt that he'll improve a lot on whatever he does on Sunday.
Okay, very good. Final runner for the program at Sunshine Coast is Cartier, who lines up in a maiden plate over the 1,800 metres. She got back first up and never really figured, but I guess the extra trip here will probably suit her based on her pattern.
Yeah, and Ronnie Stewart actually advised to step her straight up to a distance a bit longer than where she at. He actually thought her run was okay under the circumstances last start, but this filly's still learning a lot about galloping and racing. She certainly, I've got blinkers on her there on Sunday. So, I just think that if she's going to go anywhere in life, I think it'll be out over a trip. So I'm expecting her to sort of run a bit more forward showing for us on Sunday.
Okay, very good. And to round out the festive period, Beaudesert hosts a meeting on Monday, and as we said, the racing never sleeps. So you've got 2 runners heading out to Beaudesert. Galvarino and Black Widow line up on the program there. Galvarino in a Class 2 plate over the 1650. He broke his maiden this prep at this track.
Yeah, look, he's get in the right sort of distance-wise. I wouldn't want to go much further with him distance-wise, but he'll obviously probably need a bit of time to find his feet and then finish his race off. I thought the other day at Moorlambar, he's just got a bit lost there on the ordinary going. They had a lot of rain through the day, and he doesn't really handle the wet, so I don't think that helped his chances much. But it was an honest run. The same with Black Widow on the same day. I thought his run was quite honest as well. He ran third, first start out of maiden company, and he was on speed, given a good ride, but he was just, the last little bit was just found wanting. But he's a lot fitter now, and I think the Beaudesert track should suit him nicely.
Very good, mate. Well, all the best to yourself and the family for Christmas. All the best to everyone over the Christmas period, and stay safe and enjoy the racing over the period.
Good on you, Adam. Thanks, mate.